Hello world and welcome to Space Engineers. Yes, little update video. I've finished the Odessen. Well, mostly. Oh, turn that off. Go there, like that. There we go. I've finished the Odessen. Um, just wanted to get it done in the end. I did a little bit of rebuilding occasionally bits. The unnoticeable bit of change will be that these pods are now one whole block outwards more. It's going to give them kind of more clearance for this whole ridge detail on the side here, which without that this side is just completely flat and boring. We've got our fake rooms under the bottom there and the real rooms on top. That's literally just to fill that gap artistically. Yeah, don't know, if I'd thought of something else there I probably could have done something else, but it's there now. We've got 3 more real rooms each side up the top here, so that's 12 in total, 12 rooms. All relatively nice, cozy little rooms. There's also a utility room in there that I've added. We'll take a look, and I haven't actually finished off fixing the paint here from the paint apps. I went with a couple of different ideas for paint. Look at the forward scanner probes. Sticking these lights on these little pillars here actually looks really cute. Good way of adding a bit of detail relatively quickly. And I've got them all along the top of there, on the spine of the ship. Yeah. Originally tried all grey with these kind of spiked ribs, or yeah, ribs I guess, spines. Yeah, the spines that'll do. Since they're kind of matching with the white, I had white stripes coming from them, but the ship just looked a mess. What with the shadows and the highlights from the sun. It just didn't look nice in so much white and grey. So I did it in the black and grey camo, just striking it stripes, and did the prow white with, of course, the flag, or the colours rather, of, I don't know, whatever you call it. Pretty much anything I built in Minecraft, like Navy, airships and my little castles and stuff, always had banners of black and yellow. It's kind of my choice of colours, usually trimmed in white. Yeah, I don't know. House Stimpy. Or oh dear, too much Game of Thrones. Oh, new season in April. How about that shit? That's awesome. Here's the bridge. Still as it was, pretty open. I'm not going to do a full tour because takes up a lot of time doing tours of ships, and you've actually seen all this back end before. Nothing has changed. Go to my previous video, it's in there. I was looking around this while it's still under construction. Of course, we've got the corridors that went across the top. They laid into, can we just hit the deck please? No, that button. Still trying to remember the controls. Doors are open. This is sort of will be a gear room, I guess. You know, with spacesuits for coming out here, because this is a no atmosphere. This is, you know, this is just an open to space hangar for our little shuttles, etc. Yeah, this is the secondary stairwell, which has access to the ship. Goes all the way up. We have the gyro room over here. If we can just go up, there's the gyro room, and another little forward room up here, I believe. Oh yeah, this is the backup forward reactor. Not much to see here, to be honest. Oops, through the door again. And the gyro room. We do have some more gyros on this room. She turns really well, actually. Those are the 2 corridors that go along the top of the ship over the hangar. So you don't have to go into the vacuum of space to travel to the front end of the ship. Down here, that's back out there to the hangar. We take a step up again, just for the sake of looks, and we have the rooms, which I have furnished thusly. Little bed, little dividing wall, that's the sleeping area. This is just, you know, somewhere else. We're bobbing up and down a lot as we move over terrain. It's really kind of, you know, I don't like the head bob like this. Yeah, see, just kind of spaz out a little bit when you turn. Ooh, it's like we're doing a jive dance all the time. Yeah. More rooms, of course, more rooms. And just currently now, this will be just kind of like, you know, a chilling, relaxing room with maybe a kitchen in it, that sort of thing. But right now, it's got a gravity generator. And that's pretty much it for this ship. Let's go crash it. Well, here she is. she does turn very nicely. She's got that kind of casual turn where if you leave her, she continues going, and you have to kind of turn in the opposite direction. We're going to find something to crash into. There's the red ship. Let's give her full ramming speed. I still haven't remembered what SSRF stood for. I'm pretty sure one was Space Noid, and the F is probably Fleet. So, who knows? Space Noid Separatist something or other, I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? An empire of miners who have declared themselves separate from the Earth's rule. Whee! Is that on target? Stay on target. Stay on target. Negative. Pecking on the surface. Yeah. Get in there! Oh, what did I do? Here we go. Here we go. Is it gonna hit? Did I miss? Oh, wow. Have at it. Oh, wow. Bye. We'll just go straight through you. Oh, careful of the bridge. Oh! Told you this thing's not a warship. What did it do to us? Took down the prow a bit. Damn. I think the forward reactor's gone. Yeah, there should have been that little hole there. Let's dash ourselves across a rock. That'll be fun. Let's keep going this way, get some speed up. Nearly at maximum speed. I'm going to turn down a little bit. And hopefully we can still hit this. Okay, what I'm going to do now is turn off inertial dampeners and turn ourselves sideways so we do a face plant into it, or just kind of side slap with ourselves. Hopefully this will work. Oh, that's getting real close. 97 meters per second. Okay. Don't miss it, don't miss it, don't miss it. That's not going to miss. Hit it, hit it, hit it. Oh, I did it again. Jump. Oh. Turn off the reactor. Watch it disintegrate. And the frame rate collapse. I'm having a little trouble because I'm holding Alt to rotate the camera. And I'm wanting to use Tab to turn the HUD back on and off. And of course that's Alt-tabbing me. So I'm probably going to have to cut. There's going to probably be a couple cuts. Oh shit. Am I gone? Yeah, I'm here. Holy shit, this thing's still going. Escape, escape. Jetpack on. Go, go, go. Get out of here. Am I in the rock? I was in the rock. Uh-oh. That's interesting. That's interesting. Let me out. Let me out of the rock. Okay. I'm living inside the rock now. This is pretty dodgy. I wonder if this is like we clipped over to here and created this. Can I get out of there? Am I gonna have to dig out from the inside? Let me out! Let me out! Oh god. Actually, you know what? Let's I want to get out. Let me out. Okay. Okay, I made a cave. Ooh, look at that. Cool. Like some malachite or something. Who knows? This is a really nice cave. I really don't know whether my ship did this or not. I don't think so, but I don't know. Some of it looks really nice actually. This is a newer generated world. Oh, there's the ship. God damn, man. It's just kind of just encrusted into the side of this poor rock. Ah. Oh, yeah, that's actually looking pretty bad actually, isn't it? I mean, that's just become one with the ship, hasn't it? Yeah. The kind of... See, I'd love to do this and just build a base here, like on this. Just like a crashed ship into a rock and then just build off of it. Because that's not going to go too much. If you had stabilizing thrusters, it might spark a little bit occasionally, but you could build around that real nice. Yeah, I like it. Oh dear. Control V. And then we get stuck with the machine gun firing. Let's just put this one there. Can we? Won't fit. Why won't you fit? Is there too many rocks in the way? Yes. There you go. Bye, ship. Of course, the engines are on that one, so she'll park up relatively nicely. Drifts a bit. It's a bit of a weird drift it's got going on. It's because the rear engines are, of course, cancelling out its momentum along this axis before the side engines are cancelling out this way. So as it slows down, it all starts to veer. That's interesting. That's an interesting mechanic, actually. And you could use that for something. Don't know what, but you could use it for something. Anyway, on to something else. Alright, guys, here we are in the world where I'm storing everything. And I'm going to have to abandon this world because I went on this world yesterday and got weird fractured stuff, like these rocks were turning into squares and then bursting out pixelated walls, and the ships were spazzing, and it was all very weird. Tactics, combat. Let's talk about combat. I think, personally, that combat in multiplayer is going to be very fast and very brutal, and not necessarily dogfights in space, because a lot of people want to build big ships. What I think this will lead to is, because we have a top speed of 104.4 meters per second, if you're approaching a target at that speed and you do not slow down and you do your entire bombardment while flying past the object at your maximum speed, they have the entire time, well, you have the entire time it takes for them to accelerate to match your speed, head start of escape, which on these big ships is going to be like 20-30 seconds. Little tiny fighters, if they're ready to go the instant, probably match the speed in 10 seconds. 5 seconds for some good ones. But massive ships, even or little ones, doesn't really matter. But things with side-mounted weaponry or forward-mounted weaponry, whatever, doesn't matter. You can turn off inertial dampeners. It's space. We've got all sorts of fun dimensions to play with it. But yeah, approaching targets very fast. Fire everything, fly straight past, circle around like a few kilometers out, come in from another angle, and that's how. That's probably going to be the fastest and safest way, because it limits your engagement time with the enemy. And we know how fast these ships can get damaged. I know this is only light armor. I don't know what heavy armor is going to be like. Who knows? So, I'm also kind of, like the traditional Navy approach, so I started working on these like broadsides. So as you can see, the rocket launch is in the holes. Ooh. And it didn't really work on this first one because they weren't aligned very well. It's a small ship docked for, stuck with landing gear inside a large ship like that. See? Whenever doing this, I highly suggest using both if you can, but use the large ship's landing gear because it's so much more powerful. So much more powerful. We built it again and had another go, and I managed to get it lined up pretty nicely on this final one with the colours here. So I'll give this a test fire for you. Well, here we are, and 3, 2, 1. As you can see, that's pretty nice, and it's actually 2 pods, or yeah, 2 pods per. It actually looks like those are right next to each other, but they're stepped. One is further away than the other. So the rockets actually hit in a slight sequence. But yeah, flying by something devastating. It's going to be fun. Obviously there are issues to broadsides. You're only firing on a direct plane of level. So, what are you going to do? Turrets are really nice. I like the idea of turrets, but they're such finicky things. You can build really nice station ones, but as soon as you go to try and move them, like you can move the ship, like turn a ship ever so gently, and you'll just start to get the turret to shear off. I'm still looking at ways of properly attaching the turret to a moving ship. In here, as you can see, the landing gear along the bottom, and we've got this plate wedged in here. Something to note, when you're sliding something this big into here, into any kind of large ship, you'll get kind of mystery clipping that won't, like, it's not clipping here, it never clipped at all, there wasn't any damage, but the ship was physically slowed by the collision meshes. So that's something to note, something to look out for. As you can see, each one of these contains the 2 missile pods, and really got to make sure that they've got the maximum amount of clearance when going through these armored tunnels. It's about 4 blocks thick, I think. It can take a couple hits from rockets, which is nice. I started building this thing, which is listed entirely off because of certain hilarious physics bugs where if you bump your head while traveling at about this speed, if you bump your head on a landing gear, even a massive ship like this will just fly off. It's actually upside down. But yeah, this ship is probably never going to get finished, and I'm probably just going to make a smaller version of it. I've got a version of it in another world that's actually more complete, and I'll go to that. So here we are in this very laggy world where I moved this ship over to work on it more. I'm not happy with the back end entirely. It's probably why I'm just gonna have this as a prototype and just work on a new ship, I think. There's some interesting ideas. I've got the reactor rooms on either side. If I rebuilt this, I'd put the reactor rooms down the middle and the engines either side of it, more traditional. Escape pods, 4 on each side, capable of carrying a single crewman. Yes, we're not very good at saving our crew. But yeah, that needs to come out a bit more. As always with big ships like this, I start with the rooms first. So you've got these corridors here. This is the bridge that you're looking at, or inside there's a bridge. I tried to put spines on with the armored blocks, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, we've got a mid deck which goes to these escape pods in the engine room, and then a deck below it which is another big deck like the bridge, which has crew quarters which are just underneath. As you can see, frame rate is crap here because there's just so much crap. But yeah, more engines on the bottom for reverse. There's nothing at all on the inside of this because I tried mounting the missiles, but when you've got a small ship classification and you're trying to dock it on the landing gear inside here, and the small ship is probably about 5,000 blocks long, getting it perfectly 90 degrees perpendicular is fucking atrocity to do. There. We've also been experimenting with turrets. The gun barrels on this one aren't mounted in, but it was just a scaling. But I don't think this turret's going to be too feasible, but we're going to complete the turret just as a test anyway, and I'll probably let you know how that is in the next video. We're using large ship blocks for the main turret, then we're going to put a small ship in where all those landing gear are, and then work the hinge off of that, and have a barrel similar to this. And if I lag my ass all the way over to there, I'll give you a demonstration of what I meant by turrets shearing off. What we have here up there is the test, which explodes if you touch it, so I'm not going to touch it, and down here is a gunship I built. In here we have a mini Montgomery death cannon, just docked in there, rather pathetically, and on top we have a turret, which we can get in there. If you can see, the turret barrels have gear on, so it can lock itself to the hull. With moving a turret, I think that's going to be essential. Probably to have it attached to the hull of the main ship, so obviously you've got more grip, but then again, if you have anything else attached to the ship, to unlock the cannon, it's best to be perfectly, set stationary. So if I start to speed up, in fact, I'll turn the HUD on, just so you can see the speed. She's not as fast as I would like her to be for an attack ship, so this is, once again, it's just something to stick turret on and test it. But, the turret is pretty flush down there. She does have clearance to turn, and she does turn very, very well. I like the turret a lot. Just simple rocket tubes in there. We're up to speed now. And now, if I just... Camera, stop being fun. If I just turn the ship... In fact, inertial dampener's off, and I just start to turn it. See? There we go. We're only turning very gently. Already we've got explosions happening, and that's solely if I turn it out, dampeners on. Anything bad happen? Well, it's still staying attached, so that's one thing. Kind of having a little issue here where I kind of forgot this thing was. Oh, suddenly it's remembered where it is. The dampeners were off when I got out, and And they're back on now. So this might be fun. But while this is exploding, is a good time to show off the turret. If I can get out... I don't know why it's turning... It turns your jetpack off and it doesn't remember what settings you have, rather. That's the thing. But as you can see, that just from turning, what's happened is the sides of this top plate have started to shred. I think you're going to have to secure the sides with landing gear as well, just to protect it a bit more. And let's see if I can get in here. Show off the turret a bit. But as you can see, lovely. Laggy as hell. Let's bring this baby around. Grinding on the bridge. Oh. This is going to be one hell of a explosion when it remembers where we are. Bye! Oh dear. Eat it. Yeah. So much lag. And what I thought I'd do is I'd show off the escape pods so far. Obviously we're open to space, but these are the escape pods. You come over here, open the door. Very laggy world this. Here's the escape pod. Get in. Disable and away we go. Goodbye, cruel world. Or goodbye, cruel ship. And we are away, and they've got a beacon to be found. They also can maneuver. They have full thrusters. Wow, we just missed that. Oh dear. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Catch you later. Bye.